E aí, amigos, sejam bem-vindos a mais uma gameplay de Vampyr aqui pro canal, logo após a vinheta, pau no gato! Este, galera, será o capítulo Chantagem em Whitechepal. Sei lá se é assim que se pronuncia, viu? Bora continuando, pau no gato. Esgotos de Poplar. Ó quem já tá ali, ó quem tá lá. Ah, mas ali eu já vim dali, eu não preciso voltar lá não. Ah. Tá vendo? Ó quem tá aqui. Toma, toma, toma. Pra largar de ser besta. Pra largar de ser besta. O que eu tenho aqui? Acho que eu vou voltar pro hospital. Terminar alguns Big Nights que eu deixei pendentes lá. Ah, não! Que? Você veio da onde? Isso, ai, chupar prego. Toma, largar de ser besta. De onde ele veio, só Deus sabe. Passei por ali, não tinha ninguém. Vou dar uma olhada aqui mais apurada. Beleza. 244 metros. Deixa eu correr. Ativar o turbo aqui. Poxa, eu tenho que ir reto 220 e poucos metros. E aí? Alguma coisa, alguma novidade aí, cara?
I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate.
Cara, eu já falei com você, meu.
I'm Dr. Jonathan.
Você já falou isso, eu vou cortar. Ah.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. What can you tell me about your...
His name is...
Poxa, não, nós já conversamos sobre isso. Galera, tô cortando aqui porque isso aqui já é diálogo que houve.
Tell me.
I'm Oswald.
This is
Tem
a...
nada de novo aqui.
I have all the information.
Thank you, Doc.
Não sei por que tá nessa frescura. Não tem que fazer nada aqui no hospital. Embora que tem aquele cidadão ali, 87 metros. Deixa eu ver o que eu tenho que fazer aqui com ele. $54. Não. Vou lá pro Y mesmo. Vamos. Dá licença, amigão. Quero papo não. Ué, 65. Ah. 175 do último. Ué. Como caiu drasticamente. Pra lá, né? Então vamos pra lá. Whitechepal. Pegar esses vampiros. Não, tem mais aqui. Ah, tá. Tem ninguém aqui. Poxa, mas tem o Zé Ruela lá, ó. Tem outro caminho alternativo. Tem no modo noturno, modo sombra. Lá, ó. Olha! Será que eu encontrei aqui um esconderijo? Tô roubando os xilins deles, olha. Tô afanando aqui os xilins. Tem um cara ali. Tentar passar por aqui, mas não dá. Tem que acabar passando por ele ali mesmo. E ele aqui vai chamar a atenção de outros. O que tá fazendo, cara? Ué, mas não bateu no cara. Ah, já apareceu já, reforço. Chamou reforço. Pode, cara. Toma, morde esse otário. E jogou fogo, jogou sei lá o que. Pode daí, amigão. Toma. Vem. Eita. Tinha metralhadora nessa época. Oh. Olha. Morde esse filho, HCB. Toma. Imbecil. Tem alguma coisa aqui. Pó de alumínio. Ó. Ah, já vi. Tem outro. Ó, que bonito. Opa, estão chegando ao meu destino. Não sei se fico feliz ou se fico triste, meu. Ah, não, mas... Tava onde, rapaz? Putz, errei a garra. Ah, mas já matei. Ó, o bicho livre pega um rato aqui ainda de sobremesa. Ixi, tem um cara nível 10 ali. Tem outro maluco nível 10 lá. Ih, mas só que são vários. Pode. Sangue, isso. Nossa, enquanto eu tô mordendo os caras, os outros não faz nada. Aê. Ô, louco. Pode, pega sangue desse Zé Ruela. Matei mais um. Vai. Na fuça dele. Pronto, boa. Pô, não morre mais não, o cara é forte pra caramba. O cara parece um touro. E eu pegando os chilinhos aí. Cheio de chiliquinho.
It's locked, all right.
Tá trancada desse lado. Ai, que bonito. Por cima tem opção. Opa!
It's locked.
Mas tá tudo trancado aqui, até os esconderijos. Oh. Fico perto disso aí, meu. Você é um vampiro mau. Você tem que teletransportar para outras regiões aí, meu. Cadê? Você não vira morcego não? Que de acha de zumbi? Já comecei com esse negócio de zumbi. Que de acha de um vampiro é esse que não sabe virar um morcego? Cheguei na região aqui.
This neighborhood is linked
Esconderijo, cadê esconderijo?
to the kind Lady Ashby's
Onde tem esconderijo? Cadê?
First,
Cadê?
find this Petrescu fellow.
Onde tem esconderijo aqui? Aqui. Achamos o esconderijo. Tá com cara de esconderijo não. Se for, ou esconderijo fajuta. Aí, ó. Ali é o esconderijo. É, birosca nenhuma. Um esconderijo que não tem entrada. Pô, 75 metroles. Tô longe do meu destino. Oh. Vixe, olha o tiro, olha o sapeco. Corre, amigão. Vamos ver o que tá pegando aí. Eu quero participar de ação. Pô, roubou o cara, meu. O cara tá morto, não vai precisar disso. É. Opa. Sanguinóleos. Epa, uou. Coisa aqui tá feio, o bicho tá pegando. E aí, o que tem ali? Vamos lá, vai. Sou um vampiro mau, tenho medo de nada. Olha. Tá com um maluco desconhecido aí que fica meio cabreiro. Não tem ninguém. Oh, de casa.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reid, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Mas eu sou um doutor, pô.
Father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Valeu, cara. É gente boa, hein? Na casa. Mas antes eu vou saquear aqui, amigão.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm
E
fine.
quem não tá cansado, hein, amigão?
I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot
Caramba,
things.
seu pai é um
That's all I
idiota.
have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my
Seu pai é
father's decision.
culpado de tudo, hein, cara?
And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation can only improve?
É, tudo vai melhorar, cara.
Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so.
Você tem medo de sair de casa, meu?
Without my father noticing, I saw terrible
Como é que
things.
você vai embora, maluco?
Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reid. It's the living.
Tem medo de viver, então morre.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Acabou os papos? Beleza.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain that's...
Mas antes, cara, eu vou fazer uma varredura na sua casa aqui e ver o que tem de útil pra mim, beleza? Sei que a coisa tá feia pra você, tá feia pra mim também. Não é fácil ser um vampiro sendo perseguido por todo mundo.
It's locked.
Tem a chave desse baú aqui, meu? Oh, isso tem carta de recusa de candidatura. Eu não quis candidatar, cara.
It's locked, all right.
Pronto.
Is there
Maneira a sua casa, cara.
suffering in this world?
Pô, já conversamos, vai. Não tem mais o que dizermos. A não ser que a vida é
May
bela.
I ask you a few questions?
I'm not
Ah, já
bothered.
perguntou, já.
What could be worse?
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Eu vejo que você tem um cofre aqui, cara.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Caixa grande de pílulas. Valeu, obrigado, hein. Muito gentil você.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Pô, aqui faz um estrago, amigão. Tô correndo que ninguém me vê.
What?
E aí?
Want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now.
Fecha.
Go
Tô segurando
bother
você não.
someone else, Mr. Doctor.
Caramba, mano.
Else, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start
Vou tentar
by
de novo.
observing what he's up to. I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
Ah, não tem papo. Tem algo aqui. E agora? Não retornou não. Tá vasculhando o lixo agora. Tô lixeiro.
It's locked, all right.
Pô, tá trancado de todo lado isso aqui. Uou! Errou. Olha. O Skals. Pô, tem outro. Foge, meu. Pô, você gosta de dar um beijo, né? É o Skals beijoqueiro. Pô, tem mais. Oh. Putz. Caramba, meu. Ai, caí, eu erro. Essa garra. Putz. Poxa. Tô assim, meu. Ainda bem que eu tenho esse poder aqui, senão eu tava ferrado. 75 metros pra lá. Quarenta e poucos, tô chegando. E algum cartaz aqui? Não. Aqui. Por que eu fico vendo isso aqui? Perda de tempo. 20 e poucos metros, tô chegando.
It's locked.
Investigar as ações do cara, meu. Tem algo por aqui que estou deixando passar despercebido. Uhum. O que mais tem aqui? Não, é pra lá, não adianta. A bagaceira toda tá por aqui, mano. Que lugar é esse? Trinta e poucos metros. É aqui, não adianta. Nessa região tem algo.
I will return later. There's nobody here.
É, parece que não tem ninguém mesmo. Beleza. Pô, já passei de onde eu devo ir.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away.
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr.
O
Reid,
vampiro, rapaz.
and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh,
Caramba, aí, ó. Ah, aquele maluco lá é filho desse cara, mano.
to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... Well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just frayed me last nerve.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really?
Pô, então
Why
vamos
is that?
procurar nós
Well, it
dois,
ain't
cara.
real. It's just a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal...
Embora você já tá muito doido. Não, melhor não. Procuro sozinho.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Mas você é bem vagabundo. Tem mais nada a perguntar. Beleza, cara.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
O diacho tá aqui.
Me? I'll not.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Ô, louco.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Ah, o cara é bruto.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Ah, eu tô doido pra voar na sua jugular, rapaz. Você vai ver que é bom pra tosse, viu, maluco?
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
65 metros é pra lá, eu tenho que ficar naquela região. Resolver algum BO ali.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reid.
Opa, tem pergunta aqui.
What is it, Benjamin?
Ah, é que ele falou sobre a guerra ali, né? Não sabia que ele era da.
Your
Ele era
nerves
algum
are shot.
soldado.
I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Caramba. Coisa foi feia pra você, amigão.
What is it, Benjamin?
Ah, não.
The doctors...
It's a
Now I...
Não tem mais nada, não.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible
É, a mesma ladainha. Já falou isso.
Bye for now.
Oi, senhora.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir.
Senhorita,
I'm
desculpa.
interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic.
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Ó. Qual é o tipo de remédio que ela tem? Tônico. Como esse negócio é bom. Catarata tem bastante disso aqui. Tem codeína. 18 shillings, não. Ópio. Tem tanto dessas paradas aqui, né?
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
Não conversamos tudo, mulher. Volta
Good
aqui, vamos
evening,
trocar uma
my
ideia.
dear colleague.
Tipo, tem namorado.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the look?
Uma muda?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition?
Concorrência.
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Ai, você não tem fraude nenhuma não, né?
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
É a mulher mais puritana que tem aí. Vai revistar essas portas aqui. Revistar, é. Geral, mão pra cabeça a porta. Caramba, o que tem nessa região aqui que eu tô deixando passar de lado, meu? Já falei com esse cara. Tem algo por aqui. Eu devo falar, ver com alguém. Alguém já voltou?
There's no one in.
Ainda não. A porta ainda tá fechada?
It's locked, all right.
Ainda tá fechada. Eu sinceramente não sei o que fazer aqui, ó. Ah, já saí da zona ali de check-up. Sobe lá. Não.
I cannot enter.
Dorothy Crane, ela tá ali. Ela tá ali. Um desconhecido. Acabei de achar a Dorothy Crane. Tá, mas como eu chego ali? Devo passar pro outro lado, tá? Vamos lá. Fixei. Ah lá, cara. Olha lá ela, Dorothy. Oi, Dorothy.
A strange man was at the door where the pass
Fala um oi pra câmera.
refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Eu sou repórter, rapaz. Você tá maluco? Pronto.
Must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church.
Agora tem que encontrar Richard Nethercott e encontre Frango Doido. Vai falar bem inglês assim da Casa do Chapéu, né, galera? Orra. Pois eu ensino vocês. Os dois estão pra lá. Desconhecidos, são amigos, né?
I don't have your money. Come on, Bat.
E aí?
Welcome, sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Tem uma pergunta pessoal?
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in
Bem, vou
particular.
parar de conversar com esse cara aqui.
It's
Não
no
parece.
secret Joe Peterson
Já
spends
continua
his time
perguntando da
harassing
Doris, já
merchants.
descobriu onde ela está,
But with
então.
He's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Não é necessário ficar aqui. Ah, não tô algo
As a
com a roupa,
merchant,
mas
you see
tá
Whitechapel
trazendo
every
informações.
day.
Calma lá.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Eles falam demais, é muito papo. Ó,
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Ah, mas ela tá fazendo algo de bom, né, cara? Pô. Mais nada pra perguntar aqui, mais nada pra perguntar aqui. Então bora negociar, vai.
Show me what you have.
O cara tem pó de alumínio, isso aqui tudo eu já tenho, mano. Não quero nada não, valeu. E você, rapaz? Quem és tu?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist?
Cara.
I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reid, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to
help
us around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
Ó, já pergunto logo.
Roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even
Será que é você que está extorquindo minha querida Lady dos Olhos Verdes?
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons.
Rapaz, sou um vampiro, rapaz. Eu vou na sua jugular e
with
todo seu sangue.
By all means
Deixe você parecido com louva-a-Deus.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
According to you, physicians are scarce.
Tá aguentando meio mundo aí, ó.
Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Estão falando que é o Jason Statham.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Opa, desculpa aí, cara.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
Você que é o pai do Harry.
My son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
Então você não ganha bem extorquindo, seu Zé Ruela.
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Tá bom. Tá bom mesmo, hein? Não é nada, não.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Devo encontrar Clayton. Olha quanta gente. Ei, padre.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reid, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought myself.
Direto, hein, padre?
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Lugar melhor pra mandar não, meu?
Preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fibre.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country.
Era uma comunista.
That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called...
You must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Taca fogo em tudo.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
Eu queria que essa conversa acabasse.
Dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. the Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled
acabou de falar isso, meu. Já tá
and
falando a mesma coisa.
and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask.
But you are seeking answer.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not...
Yeah.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Pô, 74 metros. De onde devo ir? 50 e pouco. Oi. Anélia.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking.
Parece a Lady dos Olhos
A
Verdes.
stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Ai, a muda.
Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
Fala nada não, pô.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Vamos lá. Bota aqui.
Hello again, miss.
Ah, era só pra falar
Very
hello.
well. Goodbye then.
Tá pra lá agora. Danado. Entrou na igreja aí, padre. Pô. Aqui. Olha onde, meu. Orra. Putz, tem um Skals aqui. Nível 10. Toma aí, sou o outro. Corre, meu, corre. Toma, seu Zé Ruela. Família arregaçando. Pronto. Tá moleza não. O outro tá longe, aqui tá perto. Cemitério. E aí? Você mesmo.
Good
O padre
evening.
falou de você.
Dr. Reid, I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Pô, ninguém acha que você é policial, né, cara?
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
É isso aí.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor.
Também é verdade.
But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
Alô? 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 Alô?
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
Putz, ainda tem mais perguntas ainda.
Is a member of a secret society.
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious?
Caramba, uma pergunta traz outra que traz outra.
Has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reid.
Did you know that...
Ah, já falou isso aí, já falou.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Putz,
Do you not
mais
think
duas
it
perguntas.
morbid?
On the contrary, sir, Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful...
Caramba, só com esse cara já foi 5 horas de papo.
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps
E
you're just afraid
aquela
to find out the truth.
conversa já gerou mais
One
dois
day, perhaps,
assuntos.
I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her?
Mas tô deixando rolar esses diálogos aí, galera, por vocês, porque eu mesmo já teria cortado tudo.
I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Embora que vamos envolvendo assim no tema, né, no enredo do jogo. Ah, já não é muito meu estilo não, já vou cortando tudo, eu gosto de ação.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Pronto, isso, acabou, boa, aê, bom garoto. Mais nenhum papo. Pronto. Falta só de 70 metros, não é 7 não. Oh. Eu tô feliz com 7 metros. Tá iluminado, cara. Clayton. Vou encontrar o Clayton. Quem é você? É um desconhecido? Ou você não é o Clayton? Ah, deve ser. Deixa eu perguntar aqui, vai. Não, tá a 30 metros.
Sir, are you familiar with this part of town?
Ah, é o Clayton aí, olha.
Sorry.
Veio passando direto.
But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reid.
Dr. Reid, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just
Caramba.
away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can
Caramba, são parentes.
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Pô, acabei de falar com ele, meu.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
Cara, ele tá morrendo de medo. Tá vendo que ele tá andando à noite? Ele tá nem aí, rapaz.
Mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do...
Ah, vou dar uma agilizada, galera.
So many
Pronto.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public...
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent...
Beleza. Não mais nada aqui. Mais nada aqui. Fechou.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
Adiós, muchacho. Agora eu devo de novo voltar e falar com aquele maluco que eu falei anteriormente. Tem que saber por que ele não me informou uma parada aí. Ou não é você? Não é você não? Achei que tinha que falar com você, cara. Putz, era do outro lado, meu. Encontrei a caixa de correio. Buquê de flores. Não tem caixa de correio aqui? Putz, a caixa de correio daquela época. Não, não é aqui. Também não é aqui. Oh, meu. Onde tem a caixa de correios aqui, camelhar? Dá uma força pra mim aí, por favor. Help me. Correio, correio. Tá custando 20 metros.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Prepare, Darius.
Please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Dá-lhe uma surra, amigão.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
Quer dizer, de vampiro pra homem ou de homem pra vampiro.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right.
Era tão simples assim.
Don't make me regret this, though.
Enquanto isso eu vou saqueando, cara. Opa, é, meu. Muita coisa útil aqui. Não, não é pra cá, é pra lá. Ó. Essa porta aqui, não é.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Pequena grava, tô sabendo disso.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area.
She
Tô
seems
cortando, galera, como eu disse. Dá uma agilizada. Qualquer coisa, dei uma pausa.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia.
I do not believe in the afterlife.
Are you not worried for her?
She is as
O
brave.
jogo vai ficar muito extenso.
Don't be stupid.
Who is she, really?
She's not from around here.
You say she has no close family.
Well,
Tell me everything.
Pronto, já falou. Caramba.
You fought for your country when it was...
I know my days are numbered.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the...
But it's not the country I've...
Olha.
How
Tô
did you
eternidade lendo isso aqui.
Darius?
I'm her oldest friend in England.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you?
Really? Then perhaps...
Do you have any...
Who knows?
Olha, pensa no vampiro curioso.
Quite awkward to talk.
This war won't last.
Dr. Reid curioso. Mais nada. Já falou, beleza.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Dorothy! Eita, quanto sangue, olha! Que beleza! Dorothy está lá em cima.
Razvan, control yourself. Calm, calm. I need help.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
Calma, traqueostomia, sei lá como é que fala isso. Ah, traqueotomia.
Rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Quanto
He's still
sangue.
bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find
Caramba, é uma tortura, hein, cara?
the source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Essa luva deve ser tão confortável pra fazer uma cirurgia, hein, meu?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
Morreu? Matamos o sujeito.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Caramba. Episódio tenso, hein, galera?
You're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
Your heart might be in the right place, but you can't carry on with this blackmail. For God's sake, Dorothy, it's extortion. It's a serious crime.
Olha que extorquia.
I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go.
Simples assim.
All gone.
Pois bem, galera, já conversei com a Dorothy, fiz o que deveria fazer, a convenci a parar com as chantagens e vou ficando por aqui. Se não é um inscrito, por favor, se inscreva, ative o sininho de notificações para receber os próximos vídeos, deixa aquele like gigante, não se esqueça de comentar o que está achando da série. Um forte abraço, fui!
E aí galera, gostaram do vídeo de hoje? Espero que sim. Não esqueçam de deixar o like e para você que ainda não é inscrito no canal, se inscreva e ative o sininho para receber as notificações. Tem vídeos novos todas as semanas. Não esqueça de compartilhar nas suas redes sociais. Um forte abraço e até o próximo vídeo.